Hi everyone, welcome to another video. This is going to be a kind of different video because this is with the discussion. And before I started, this is completely educational purposes only. If you want to try this one, please try within your environment. And I'm not encouraging anyone to do harm using these tools. And again, this is completely educational purpose only. Having said that, how we can get started? Let's say if you have a LinkedIn account and you're just posting in your LinkedIn. Sometimes you're posting about your projects and you're adding your colleagues. I mean, you are tagging your colleagues or someone on your organization. This could be a kind of threat for your organization. Have you thought about that before? See, this is the idea. Let's say if you are in a company which uses O365 and you are having a Microsoft O365 account, and threat actors can be gain initial access by sending phishing email to your company email, to your organization email. So what is the relationship between that LinkedIn and this O365? This is the relationship. If you are tag someone in LinkedIn or any other social media or wherever, LinkedIn is just one example. There are a lot of other platforms out there, but here I'm considering LinkedIn because it's more professional one. So if you tag someone in there, especially of your work colleague, someone from your organization, we are saying their name on your post, on your tag. So we can see first name, last name, maybe sometimes more other details, maybe your company name. Based on that, we can assume some domain names based on your company names, such things. So here I have got two tools. One is username generator, which is available on GitHub for everyone, and this is free, publicly available. And the other one is OH365 User Finder. And threat actors can use these tools to find your O365 email using some data. How they can do that? For instance, if you're posting something on your LinkedIn and you tag your colleagues and their name with that post, and threat actors can simply generate number of possible username patterns using this tool and use your company domain to make it looks as a email address, and then after that they can use this tool whether that email is to verify, actually to verify whether that email is valid email or not. Very simple process. For instance, let's say some organizations, they have first name dot last name and their domain for their email formatting. Some organizations just first name and one letter from the last name and their domain. And some others first name dot last name and their domain. And there are a lot of combinations like this. It's really depend on the organization. So that's why threat actors using this tool to generate those patterns, those type of like combination of your usernames, and check that against your email IDs, right? In this demo, I'm going to use completely random domain and names because this is proof of concept. And again, this is for education purpose only. And if you want to try this, you can try with sample data, which is available inside these tools. Or if you have your own environment to test this, feel free to do it. Okay, I am going to clone these two repos first into my Kali desktop, and then after that we'll see how we can utilize these two. If you want to know more about these tools, like how you can use it, what are the sample data available in here, feel free to have a look. In the username generator repo, I can see sample users, example users. These are the users in there, and some output like patterns of the usernames. You can see there are, I think, more than like 208 patterns for that 4 usernames. Based on that, you can generate your own pattern or own usernames. Okay, what I'm going to do, just quickly do the I'll go to my desktop and I will make a directory mkdir o365, let's say cd o365, and I'm going to do git clone here, sudo git clone and my username generator, as well as in the same time I'm going to clone this one again, sudo git clone o365. Okay, let's ls these two. Yeah, we can see both repos, like both folders are there. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to maximize this, then you can see it. Let's first generate some username, cd username generator, and you can see the Python script here. This is basic simple Python script. Using this, we are going to create some random patterns of the username. So before I do that, I'm going to generate some names using AI. I'll say free AI, and we're going to use maybe 3 or 4 usernames. Generate 4 random names. Generating, where's the names? Yep, we got 4 random names. I'm going to copy that, go back to my terminal. I'm going to create a file here, sudo nano, what is the file name? Let's say username.txt. I'm going to paste that, and I will remove these numbers because it's easy for us to generate the names, otherwise it will be conflict. Control X, save, yes, cat usernames.text, names are there. I am going to generate the names based on this format. I'm giving the argument based on this format, and my output would look like this. But let's see, sudo python 3 username generator.py, and I'm going to use usernames.text, and my output file will be a the usernames out.txt. You can use any output file name, but here I'm using this. Press enter. Yes, it has created 208 usernames. Let's cut this out. Usernames out.txt. See, these are the different combinations of the usernames for that 4 names, different names, because threat actors, they doesn't know which username format is used by that specific organization. That's why they are using these tools and create this type of different patterns about the usernames. This might be successful sometimes, this might be not, 50-50 chance, but still worth giving a try. That's why they are trying these tools. We do have these names now. Now what we have to do is we have to find a maybe random domain name, generate a random domain name. I'm using this AI because of I am not using real company, real organization data. This is just for proof of concept. That's why I'm using AI to generate that. I'm going to use this as my domain name. Let's copy this one out first and go to the terminal. I'll take a notepad, paste my domain here, type add, because I want to add this domain end of each names. So that's what I'm going to do. I will just copy every name and go here, ask AI to please add this domain to end of each name. If you know something else like Python script or something, then you can use that. But here it's easy to use the AI, so that's why I use it. As you can see, now these are the possible email addresses. Oh, I did something wrong because we need to have the at sign here. Okay, let's do it again. I will regenerate it. That's easy for me. At lunacreation.com, end of each. It's generating. Okay, it took a bit time. I did something stupid. That's why. But anyway, so these are the email patterns, possible email addresses, which we can see, as I mentioned earlier. Threat actors using these everything because they don't know what is the exact email format used by that specific organization they are targeting. So next step is copy these email addresses, and we are going to use that OH365, this one, user finder. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to inside that folder, and let's do ls. We have that Python script here as well. I will create a new file, maybe saying emails.txt, and I pasted that all the email which is generated with username and domain by adding through the AI. So these are the possible usernames. In your case, this might be a real organization domain ending with something, but this is just demonstration, right? I'm gonna save this and close it. Okay, I will clear the terminal. Now let's move into the OAuth 365 user finder, and we'll see the usage first. You can clone it, you can install it if there's a requirements, that's fine. I've already done this, and you can use this command to use the help of this. I think it's because of it's not working. That's fine. That's okay. Let's see. First thing, we need to verify whether that domain is a valid domain or it is within the O365 cloud. For that, you can use this command. Let's try this. I'm not sure whether this works because our domain which we picked is generated by AI and it's a random domain. Let's see. Sudo python 3 OH365 user finder, capital D for domain, and what is our domain? It's this one. This is the domain. I'm gonna paste it and press enter. Yes, the domain does not exist. It is true because this is just a random domain. In your case, it might be true. It will flag your domain as a valid domain. But that's okay. I want to show you the other part of this. If you have single email address, you can use this. After entering the Python 3, that Python script, and E for email, and test.com. This is your email. And this is what we are going to try here. Our script and email.text, which include all the emails which we have generated against the different pattern of names, and we are going to write if that tool found a valid email into this text, like into this text file, because this tool is running against each and every email, and if it found a valid email, it will write that valid email into this file. This is what we are going to do. There are some other mechanisms. You can add like 30 seconds delay because some organizations use some account locking patterns. So you can skip that because if someone trying to brute force the account, that system will flag it out and lock that account out. So then you can't do this because it is one of the security mechanism. By adding a time, you can minimize that and some other things as well. All right, let's go ahead and try this. Sudo python 3 or 365, and we are going to use our emails.txt and write that into found.txt. I'm pretty sure we can't found anything, but because we use random domain, which means fake one, and the names also fake, fictional names. But let's say, and press enter, and tool will run for you. See, it is saying you have to use dash T or tag T after that. I'll say 5 seconds means we are adding some delay between one email checkup and the other email checkup, and press enter. Now the tool will run and it will flag out if it found a valid email. So this is how threat actors can find your organization email addresses even if they are not exposed to the outside world. I mean, if you are not intentionally public those emails. So this is how they can do it. The lesson learned through this is we need to be a bit careful when we are adding our colleague names in some social media or LinkedIn or somewhere, because there is a chance that threat actors can gain details from your names or your other details, and there is a possibility to send phishing email based on these type of tools and gain some initial access to your organization. But let's say if someone found your email address and they are trying to breach your password, and if they did, but still you have enabled the multi-factor authentication or two-factor authentication, they can't get the access. The thing is, even if you expose your email address, and if someone trying to brute force, if you have two-factor authentication enabled, they can't gain the access. But you have to be careful about the email which is coming from strange domain names or strange persons, because that could be a suspicious one, especially that could be a attachment of malicious files, kind of malware, or some phishing links, something like that. That is what we have to learn. We have to be careful with what we are doing, otherwise we will make trouble by ourselves. So LinkedIn, I know it's 50-50 chance because you have to use it, but there is a risk involved in there as well. So keep that in mind. I hope you guys learned something through this video, and let's catch up with the another video. If you have anything, please leave a comment below and enjoy. Don't get hacked. Thank you.